Ali, confirmation. What a day for Nathan Patterson. 19, his first start in the Old Firm.
Yeah, and I think Derek's spot on there when he touched on it. I'm not saying it won't bother him. Of course it will bother him, because the magnitude of the game will not be lost on him. But at the same time, I fully expect him to handle the situation and handle the occasion. He looks one of these players, as I said earlier, Darryl. He can take it in his stride, bundles of ability, bundles of energy getting forward. And at the Rangers side, I actually thought they would bring Arfield back in. I really did, Darryl. My only, when I was picking my team this morning, which we all do, let's not kid ourselves on.
Did you phone it in?
I didn't phone it in, but I actually, the only decision I had to make was on the right hand side, whether it was Aribo or Hadji, and he's went with Aribo. Arfield's back in, and I think that right side, whether it's Patterson, Arfield and Aribo, will be pretty strong.
Is Patterson fortunate to be starting the game? The SFA sort of let Rangers get away with one there?
He's waited this long, Ali.
I thought that might have been his first question, to be quite frank. Well,
what do you think? What do you think?
I think in many circumstances, in most football associations around the world, they probably deal with these things a lot quicker, Chris.
Because Celtic and Aberdeen fans may be saying, well, you sort of dealt with our situation extremely quickly.
I definitely do agree with you in the respect that a punishment should be handed out. You know, he didn't jump in any planes or go abroad or anything like that, but a punishment should be handed out. But at the same time, I think Rangers, like any other club would do, would take, if it is advantage of a situation and play him, of course you would.
And I suppose, but as I said, Celtic and Aberdeen fans will be thinking, well, this has taken however many weeks
so it's
to appeal.
We're in agreement it's the SFA's fault then. That's good, we've agreed on that when it's the SFA's fault.
But what about the way that Rangers have handled it, Steven Gerrard, and the fact that sort of Jones and Edmondson were hung out to dry? Could you say that, but then it's sort of different with Patterson because he's quite good?
Yeah, no. He's definitely quite good, of that, there's absolutely no doubt. But where I would disagree with you, I've heard Stephen say, now I don't know the ins and outs or the intricacies of the situation, but Steven Gerrard has come out and said he thinks they are different situations.
So different parties, different punishments.
Well, I'm only quoting you what Stephen said, Chris. I can't, I'm only telling you what he said. He said he viewed the situations differently, so that's his reason for handling it differently, and he is a manager and he's entitled to do that.
Having said all that, Ali's right, the SFA should never have let it get to this, because there'll be all sorts of wild conspiracy theories.
Gordon.